Of sequels, prequels, and remakes, we get a prequel and a reboot in the form of Sam Raimi's Oz, the Great and Powerful.
Up this way! See the most wondrous sights imaginable!
Kansas is full of good men. I don't want to be a good man. I want to be a great one.
You're gonna need this!
Alright guys, this is my first review in the new studio. Now this is a review for the 2013 prequel to the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz. This is Oz the Great and Powerful, in which we have James Franco starring as none other than Oz. Let's get a bit more into the plot. In this one, he's a small-time magician in Kansas, just as Dorothy was from Kansas, so it's following that lineage. But James Franco stars as Oscar, and he's a small-time magician, and one day he flees from the circus because of some love and triangle entanglement kind of stuff. So he goes off on his hot air balloon, and as we know, the tornado happens, and he wakes up in Oz, where things are going good but not so good, and there's a prophecy saying that a great wizard would appear to save the land of Oz, and we have our movie. Now, as I said, James Franco is the main star, and James Franco does his James Franco thing. He's not bad in it. He's standard. He's pretty standard, but I find him enjoyable in anything he does. We have Mila Kunis as the Wicked Witch from the West, but in a way also playing Carmen Sandiego. She was good. We have Michelle Williams. If you don't know where she's from Blue Valentine, starring Ryan Gosling. A great movie, but that's a different movie entirely. She is the Good Witch. And then we have Rachel Weisz as the Wicked Witch from the East. And man, is she smoking. Rachel Weisz is the wife from the first two Mummy movies, the good ones. And she's a convincing witch. Not much to say. On the other hand, we have Zach Braff playing a monkey. Zach Braff is, man, he's the guy from Scrubs. He's the white guy. He's not black Scrubs. He's white Scrubs. And he does some pretty good voice acting. Here's the thing with this movie. It feels a lot like Alice in Wonderland. Well, it doesn't feel like as in the story as much as the environment, the sets and everything. It feels a bit too much like that, which makes sense due to the fact that Alice in Wonderland was very successful for Disney, even though it wasn't a good movie. That's not the case here. This is actually a pretty good movie. It's not bad. It's a fun ride. It's not so much as an experience that you need to experience, but it's a fun ride while it lasts. The directing, as we said, is from Sam Raimi, director of classics Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, Spider-Man 1 through 3. Unfortunately, 3 exists. And he did Drag Me to Hell most recently. That was his most recent film. And he brings his own style to the movie, which isn't a bad style, and it actually fits. Now, here's the thing that I'll say. If you're not that much of a Sam Raimi film fanatic, and you don't get his tone and his style, you might not enjoy this, but it's still a very good film. If you love The Wizard of Oz, the 1939 original, you'll be into this as not as much as you were into that one, but it's a pretty faithful prequel, which, you know, it's not very easy to say that nowadays with movies that are coming out. I'm gonna rate movies. My reviews will sometimes be done by myself. Sometimes I'll be doing it with Brandon, the one that I did my top 10 of 2012 film list. But now I'm doing this one by myself because he hasn't seen it. He wanted to see it, but he didn't get to see it. What a loser. But most of our reviews are going to be together, you know. We've got a lot of movies that we're pretty hyped up for. But let's get into the review of this movie. I'll just give it a general. I won't be like, oh, for acting it gets a 3 out of 5. For directing it gets a 4 out of 5. And for style it gets 1 out of 5. I'll just rate it as a whole. And in this case, I give Oz the Great and Powerful a 3 out of 5. Which is not bad. It's in the middle. So, yeah. That's it for this guy. And I'm logging out. Catch you guys later. And I hope you enjoyed the video.